The one thing about this show that I actually enjoyed was the twist, bro. Every time you thought
a lot of twists and turns in here.
No, bro. Every time, okay, you thought you figured it out, you were absolutely wrong.
Yeah.
And I don't think there was one person, not one person that watched this show that actually figured it out until they figured it out.
Yo, welcome to the Fresh Popcorn Podcast, where we talk about movies and TV shows and everything in between. It's your boy Juice.
And it's your boy FENiX, man. So grab your popcorn and let's talk.
All right,
Just
so
thinking about it, man.
Today we coming at y'all with a review for the big Netflix show everybody's watching right now, His and Hers. I know y'all seen it. Y'all wouldn't click on the video if you didn't see it, but yeah, we're going to be coming at y'all with a review for His and Hers. So FENiX, I know you watched it.
Yes, sir.
Let me know what you think, bro. Give me the lay of the land.
All right, so was His and Hers, Netflix. So here's let me just throw this out there, okay?
Yeah.
All right, first off, Tessa, Thompson, Valkyrie. I love it, bro. Okay, I love it.
Different world, but yeah.
Different world, bro. But I love it. It's good to see her outside of that. I know she's done other things, so let me just put that out there. It was good to see her back on the screen, right? And we got John Bernthal, man,
the Punisher. If that's how we're doing it.
Hey, I like it. I like it a lot. Short series, 6 episodes, right? Straight to the point. No lie. Juice kind of had to hog tie me to watch it, right? After I watched it. After I watched it, man.
How to hog tie.
First...
Well, R. Kelly said, I'm fighting for my life.
I watched the first episode and I was like, okay, I need more. And it's crazy because they're subtle, like the episodes suddenly they stop, which I kind of enjoy that, man. Like it doesn't leave you like that. Yeah, it doesn't leave you with that whole you usually get that noise, dun, 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 and it is like it's coming around. You didn't get that. So again, a journalist. So Tessa is a journalist, right? That's been gone for a year, right? From being on TV, she's been on TV like the top of the top, basically, and she's gone because she lost her baby. Basically, right? She was out because she lost a baby. And she comes back and there's this murder. Now, on top of that murder, you got this homicide detective, which is her husband, okay? And they've been, I guess you would say, away from each other for a year because of this baby, right? She comes back and she wants to cover this investigation. And the spin of it is that she knows the person that got murdered.
Yeah.
Right? The one thing about this show that I actually enjoyed was the twist, bro.
A lot of twists and turns in here. Yeah, that's sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, bro. Let me just say this. You can have it. Every time, okay, you thought you figured it out, you were absolutely wrong. Yeah. Every time. And I don't think there was one person, not one person that watched this show that actually figured it out until they figured it out.
Yeah. His and Hers is a murder mystery.
Mr.
Thompson is from a small town in Georgia. Right now she lives in Atlanta. She was a newscaster on TV. This murder happened in her small town. She's been off air for a year because of the death of her baby, just like FENiX said. So she came back to this town. We knew as a viewer, as much as they let us know in that first episode, we're learning everything as it unfolds real time. So you don't figure out that Tessa Thompson and John Bernthal's character are actually married until like the last 30 seconds of the episode. I think it actually closes on, oh, that was my husband, when she finally revealed it. And you like, whoa, where did that come from? So this short series had a lot of twists and turns like that. Now, murder mystery. So from the second the show's open with the murder, right? You're, as somebody who watches a lot of this genre of like murder mystery shows, I am looking at clues. Who is it, right? You try to figure out who it is, and then you try to see if you get it right. So in the very beginning, once I think episode 2, I think I would say I had it pinned in my head. I was like, I know exactly who was the killer. Episode 2. So you have these girls who went to a private school, and then they show they have the mean girl, Regina George type bullying one of the friends in the book friend group, the bigger set girl. I was like,
Yeah.
bigger set girl,
That's the killer.
that's the killer. Catherine Kelly.
That's the killer.
That's
Yep.
the killer, right? So then in the show, you have so in my head when everybody's like they make it seem like Tessa did it, and then they made it seem like Detective Jack did it, John Bernthal's character, right? So like the first couple episodes, you're pinging back and
Yeah.
forth because they have a
It's gonna be one
relationship.
of them too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of them too because they're married. The detective was seen having relationships with the first, I think Lexi was her name, was the first girl that was killed that kicked off this
Mhm.
killing spree. So he was like, okay, and then like they revealed that Tessa Thompson's character saw them hooking up in the woods. He was like, okay, she did it. It's like,
It
okay,
wasn't Lexi. It was Zoe. I think that's what it
was it?
was. I know. Was it? No, that was her sister. Was it Lexi?
I believe it.
I
Lexi
thought
was the first
Lexi.
person killed.
Okay, maybe it was Lexi.
So then like he was like, okay, maybe Tessa Thompson did it because the show's open with like her getting back to the house with like muddy shoes because it was raining and like it just so many different little subtle clues to like, okay, like you're trying to switch back and forth in your head who's the killer, trying to figure it out. And a lot of stuff happens throughout this show that it's like it makes you scratch your head at a lot of things that happens. A couple more people in the friend group end up getting killed, and he's like, okay, and then like it's a camcorder included, like, and then you start figuring out like what happened because they kept saying something that happened
Yeah.
20 years ago. I think it was 20 years. Like,
Was it
hey, like
20?
nobody, yeah,
When
it
they
was
were in high
20.
school.
Yep, when they were in high school, they was like nobody talked about it for 20 years. It's been a secret for 20 years. So you knew something happened back in the day. You just didn't know what.
What it was, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, anybody like FENiX said, if anybody who knew who the actual killer was at the beginning, I don't think you're telling the truth because the actual killer came out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, I will agree with you on that, man. I mean, like the twists and turns. Every episode kept you on your toes. Every episode. I think it was a good write. I think it was definitely a good write. I think the every scene was good. Some of the storyline kind of threw me off a little bit, I will say. And then also too with Jack's character, he was very, I would say, he was bothering me a little bit. He definitely bothered me a
How
little
so?
bit. Like the scene, so like it was almost like as him being a detective and being quick on his toes, he never was really quick on his toes. So like that scene where he was at the morgue and he was looking to
Or his
use her
ring.
eyes, his ring,
Yeah.
like come on, bro. Like he was never really on his toes. Like he kept fumbling it. Even at the scene when he was so like anxious or stressed to show the husband the picture of him to kind of blame it
Yeah.
on the husband. It's like, come on, bro. Nobody else is gonna have the phone except for you. Like y'all didn't even say y'all recovered the phone. So let's say, for example, you put him in a arrest him and you get him in jail and you go to court and there's trial now. Now you got to explain where you got that phone from. You know what I'm saying? So he kept just dropping the ball over and over and over again. So his
And I
character
think
kind of frustrated me.
that could also be kind of realistic because, like, if you're in that situation where in your head, as far as you know, you were the last person with this lady who was killed in the
Yeah.
woods. So now you know, like, everything's gonna be pointed at you, like, right, like you're.
So he's stressing.
Yeah, so he's stressing. So him not thinking clearly, I can understand. There's a
I
couple
can
plot
understand that. I guess
holes.
I can look
There's a
at that.
couple plot holes in this that just didn't line up to me. So fast forward episode 5 and 6, you come to find out that I don't think I'm wrong.
Lexi.
Lexi was
Yeah.
not the first person
Yeah.
killed. Lexi was
Yeah.
the news caster that replaced Anna.
Yeah.
Lexi and Richard. So Richard was the cameraman. Lexi was the new newscaster. They came down and then it looks like Richard kidnapped Anna. And it comes to find out that the big girl that was the one that was bullied in
Catherine
school, Catherine, actually is Lexi. Same character. She just kind of
just
rebranded
lost
herself,
weight.
lost all the weight, and then kind of didn't go by her name anymore because she killed her sister as a youth. So like once you figure that out, okay, it's definitely Lexi that's been doing all the killings. I think Zoe
That's when you figure it out. Yeah, episode. I think it was like episode. What was that? Episode 5.
5. Yeah, episode 5,
Yeah,
you figure out that Catherine and Lexi are the same person.
yeah.
But so the plot hole that was missing to me was when Richard lured Anna to his house, they had all like the stuff on the table. Was she just planning to kill Anna?
So here's my thoughts. Okay, and I was talking about this earlier. So remember when I think it was episode 4 when Jack went to the store to go grab
And
some
he,
bananas and stuff.
yeah, he saw Richard grabbing all the stuff. Yeah,
He saw Richard grabbing all the stuff. Everything that he grabbed was on that table.
yeah.
So I'm thinking that he thought it was going to be a little bit harder to get her there. So he had prepared that stuff if he needed to use it to tie her up, right? I don't know what the hammer was for at all. And I think they think that she was the murderer on their side. You know what I'm saying? So they was gonna probably tie her up and basically call the cops and say this is a murderer, right?
I think they were gonna kill her because of if you remember when they were fighting, Lexi, aka Catherine, was blaming Anna for like all the stuff that happened in the past. She didn't see her get abused in the woods. She had left.
Yeah.
So I think she blamed her for everything.
Maybe so. I mean, maybe
but
so.
the big twist in this show, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Come to find out at the end of this, Anna's mother, Alice.
Yeah. Crystal Fox.
She's the actual killer. So the mom went through the whole series of the show portraying that she had dementia. She would leave the shells of eggs in the scrambled eggs that she would make. She would make tea without actually putting the tea, like just give somebody hot water.
Yep.
She would be found walking throughout this community naked at the middle of the night. So she's doing all these things to portray that she had dementia. So like growing up, she was the janitor. She was the house cleaner for a lot of these places. So she was saying that she had access to everywhere. She had the keys to these places. So it was never like a forced entry. The perception of all these kills were the victim knew the killer, right? Because there was no forced entry. There was no defensive wounds on these people. And come to find out, it was Anna's mother, and the reason that she was killing everybody because Anna was the one that actually got abused in the woods as a child, and it was on a camcorder that she kept in her room.
Yep.
So big twist. Nobody saw that coming.
Yeah.
I think that part of the show was really, really good for me. I was like, okay, because they wrote it for you, everybody to automatically assume, like if you kind of watch these shows, that the killer was Catherine.
Yeah.
So like having that assumption for the long run of the show, then you automatically get swept on your head. I was like, you know what? You got me.
Yeah, no, it was a good catch. And the fact that we'd watch, I think the first 4 episodes going back and forth trying to decide who exactly it was. You know what I'm saying? Which, I mean, again, it was a good write. It was a really good write. Very, very rarely, okay, does like that throw me off. I usually know pretty quick, like you said.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, man. So we went through it. My question to you, sir, is what is your rating on this movie? So I'm gonna go ahead and give you a drum roll. You ready, boy?
Let's get it.
Here we go.
All right, his and hers. I'm gonna give this buttered popcorn.
Buttered popcorn. Okay.
Buttered popcorn.
Okay. Hey man, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, man, buttered popcorn. I love the twist. Really good twist. Came out of nowhere. I thought I knew the killer, but didn't. So I enjoyed it. I felt like I was on the edge of my seat for a lot of this show. So something that was. I feel like the 6th episode hit it right on the mark. It didn't need to be stretched out to 10. It didn't need to be 8. I think 6 hit it right on the mark. So kudos to whoever.
6 was good. They were short. They were
and
very short episodes.
45 minutes to an hour. I felt like that was perfect amount of time for a short series as such. Buttered popcorn.
Okay.
What about you, bro?
I will say, kind of looking back at all the different episodes, all the breakdowns, the storyline, the beginning of the movie kind of threw me off a little bit when she first came into her home and she was, she was all wet and she had to clean up and everything like that. So I feel like the part of her losing the baby and what she went through in that year kind of was brushed under the rug. I feel like I needed a little bit more backstory on that. So maybe a 7th episode would have helped, right? I would say with that, my thoughts, I'm gonna give it a plain popcorn. Like I said, I love the twist. I enjoyed the twist. The last 2 episodes are my favorite part of the whole series. Yeah,
for sure.
But yeah, I'm gonna give it plain popcorn.
Plain Jane. Not mad at it. It could easily be plain for me as well. So I get your reason in there. All right,
and I've watched it twice.
Ooh. Oh, good.
I watched it
Ooh,
twice, man.
okay, ran it back.
Yeah, so because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing anything,
Yeah,
but I did watch it twice.
got
So,
you. All right, y'all. So His and Hers on Netflix. It is out now, every episode. If you have watched it, drop a comment down below. Let us know what you think. If you haven't watched
yeah.
it, sorry for spoiling it, but I think
Hey,
it'd still
man.
be a good watch. So go check that out.
No, it will be.
Yeah.
Hey, man, and like we always say, you can find us on all social medias. So definitely go out, take a look at us on all and look up Fresh Popcorn. And again, our original platform is YouTube, but we're everywhere else. Other than that, man, y'all enjoy, and we out.
See y'all next
Peace.
time. Peace.